Hi students, welcome back to Smarter Everyday Overlearning Ocean of Chemistry. Dear students, yesterday I had started the classes from the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques. Yesterday, just what you have learned yesterday, we can recall now the main organic chemistry. What are the learning objectives today's class and entire the chapter and the learning objectives explained yesterday, and main types also I explained to you. Organic compounds and inorganic compounds with examples also I explained to you. Now in this session, structural representation of organic compounds, let's see. Right, the complete and condensed formulae. Structural representation of organic compounds. Here students, these organic compounds we have to learn basing upon three categories: complete and condensed formulae, number one, and the second one is bond line structural formulae, and the third one is polygon formulae. Let's see one by one about these three types, then we can discuss that organic compounds structural representation. In the first category, complete and condensed formulae, the structures of organic compounds can be represented in several different ways. The most important of these is the main one, Lewis structures. But writing these structures is quite time consuming. However, these structures can be simplified if each pair of electrons making a covalent bond. You know that covalent bond, due to mutual sharing of electrons, here in between the two atoms one bond has been formed. Okay, and the pair of electrons making a covalent bond like this, and this covalent bond is represented by just a single dash, like this only, single dash. Evidently two dashes, if two lines representation, that is two dashes, will be required to represent a double bond, and for suppose there are three dashes representation, that is known as triple bond, and single line nothing but single bond, and double line, double dashes known as double bond. Okay, and for example, the lone pairs of electrons on the heteroatoms, lone pair of electrons on heteroatoms, just like examples are oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and some halogens representing with that letter X, fluorine, chlorine, and bromine and iodine. These are the halogen groups, right? And these are may or may not be shown. Thus, ethane molecule, ethane formula C2H6, and ethene, this is alkane group and this is alkene group, and the formula is C2H4. And next one is ethine, C2H2. And methanol may be represented by the following structures. I am going to give you the explanation of methanol also. Methanol. See the first one, ethane molecule, that is nothing but alkane group. Alkane group, ethane. The structure should be C, single bond, C, and here you can see C2H6, right? C2H6. Here two carbon atoms, and around these carbon atoms there are three hydrogens like this, right? Then the formula is C2H6, ethane. And the next one is ethene molecule. I am going to write here ethene molecule C2H4, C2, double bond C, and H4 nothing but here two hydrogens, and here C double bond C, and around this carbon 2 hydrogens here, 2 hydrogens here. So if you see this carbon atom, around this carbon there are 4 bonds, so carbon valency is 4. If you take this carbon atom, around this carbon there are 4 bonds with hydrogen, so this carbon atom also satisfied that valency, right? Let's see the structure of the next one, ethyne molecule. Okay, the formula what I have written here, C2H2. This is for formula for ethyne molecule, and the structure is C triple bond C and C2H2. Only 2 hydrogens are present here, so like this. So this is the structure for ethyne molecule, right? And the next one is here the example what I have written, methanol. So here OL is the suffix. So this is alcoholic group, right? Let's see the structure of methanol. CH3. Here 3 hydrogen atoms, here 1 oxygen, here another H. So the formula is CH3OH. CH3OH. Here 2 lone pair of electrons are located, or the same structure if I write like this, CH3 and OH. If you don't want to represent those lone pair of electrons, you can write the structure of methanol also like this. Okay students, such structural representations are called complete structural formulae or graphic or displayed formulae. Okay, these structures and these structural formulae can be further abbreviated by omitting of some of these bonds, just like these dashes, by the omission of these dashes representing covalent bonds, and by indicating the number of identical groups attached to an atom by a subscript. Let's see some examples for this. Ethane molecule C2H6. For this C2H6 we need to write like this, CH3CH3. Okay, C2H6. And for this ethene molecule C2H4, okay, for this CH2, here 1 double bond is located, CH2, right? And for this, the next one is ethyne. For this C2H2, right? And here you can write CH triple bond HC. Okay, right? And next one, CH3OH, that is where I have written here CH3OH. Here CH3OH, that is methanol. I'm going to write here like this, methanol, directly CH3OH. By the omission of this bond, we can write like this also for methanol, CH3OH. Such structural representations are called condensed structural formulae. Condensed. Why? Because we can, here what we have done here, omission of these dashes, these bonds, then we can write like this, then that is known as condensed structural formulae. Sometimes these structural formulae can be further condensed by enclosing the repetitive structural unit within a bracket and placing the integer as subscript indicating the number of times structural unit gets repeated. For example, let's see the example. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So this is the example. This can be further condensed to CH3, CH3, here 6, CH3. Similarly, another compound we can write like this, and another one is CH3, CH3, CH2, CH2, again CH2, COOH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. here 1 CH3 group and 6 CH2 groups and 1 COOH group. Okay, and this can be condensed to further. We can write like this: CH3 and CH2 6 times COOH, right? And this is about the complete and condensed formulae. That is the first one, complete and condensed formulae. Now let's go for the next one, bond line structural formulae. How we can write like this one, bond line structural formulae? It is a simple and short, convenient method of representing organic molecules. I am saying about this bond line structural formulae. In this method, carbon-carbon bonds are shown by lines. Carbon-carbon bonds, these can be shown by lines drawn in just zigzag method, just like this zigzag way, and carbon atoms by line ends and intersections. In this bond line structural formulae, same, a single bond is represented by a single line like this, and a double bond is represented by double line, and a triple bond just triple bond, triple line. Although carbon atoms are not shown, but all atoms other than carbon and hydrogen atoms such as oxygen and nitrogen and some halogens also, okay, and these are shown on zigzag line. Further, it is assumed that each carbon on the line and intersection attached to the required number of hydrogen atoms, that is terminal denote of CH3 group, and unsubstitute intersection denotes 1 CH2 group. For example, dear students, the best example is 3-methyl octane. 3-methyl octane. It can be representing like this: 3-methyl octane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, if you count the carbon atoms here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carbon atoms are here. Okay, and 3-methyl octane. Oct means 8. 8 carbon atoms, and terminal representing of CH3 group should be located here, that is 1 CH3 group, and unsubstituted intersection representing CH2 group. What I have said you previously, CH2 group, those CH2 are located here. Here 1 CH2, here CH2, okay, here also 1 CH2. I am representing that formula like this, students. And here at the corner, the terminal position, 1 CH3 group, here CH2, and here 1 CH2, right? And here 1 CH2 group, and here also CH2, here also CH2, here also CH2, and here again CH3. Why? Because these are the terminal positions, and CH2 groups are intersections representing CH2 groups. So this is the formula of 3-methyl octane. Here only 2 methyl groups are located here at the terminal positions. Here 1 CH3, and in this corner 1 CH3. So this is known as 2-methyl octane. Okay, this is one alkane group, 2-methyl octane. Let's go for next example. Likewise, 3-bromobutane and octanoic acid may be representing like this respectively. I'm going to draw here bond line structural formulae for this 3-bromobutane like this, 2 and 3. Here 1 carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and here 4th carbon. Okay, here at the second carbon there is a substitute bromine, and at the second carbon bromine is located, so it is known as 2-bromobutane. Right, and the next one is octanoic acid. Okay, representation of bond line structural formula. I'm going to draw here 2, 3, 4, here one double bond O and OH. So octanoic acid, here at the terminal position one, here carbon is located, here also carbons are located here, here also one carbon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons totally located in this structure. So here CH3 means 3 hydrogen atoms are located here at the end of this structure. Okay, CH2 5, here CH2, 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 CH2 5 times. Here again CH2 and here also one carbon, double bond O and OH. This is the structure for octanoic acid. Now let's see the next one, third one, polygon formulae. Up to now we learnt about the bond line structural formulae with examples also I have explained to you, and the next one, polygon formulae. The third one, polygon formulae. There are many organic compounds in which the carbon atoms are not joined in a chain but are joined in a ring. So just like closed compounds, just like a ring. These are called cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds, right. And these are usually represented by polygon without showing the carbon and hydrogen atoms. Okay, without showing these carbon and hydrogen atoms. And the next one is the sides of polygon denote a carbon-carbon bond. Okay, sides of polygon denote that a carbon-carbon bond. If an atom or a group of atoms other than hydrogen is attached to the carbon, then that atom or a group of atoms is known as a polygon structure. I'm going to draw the structure here, and if the structure will be like this, that is cyclopropane. Cyclopropane. Why? Because 3 carbons only located here, 3 carbons. And the next one is just like square shape, it is cyclobutane. Why? Because 4 carbons are located here, butane. And the next one is, next picture, next diagram, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are located here, so cyclopentane. Right, and next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are located here, so it is also cyclostructure, cyclohexane. Okay, and for the same structure, cyclohexane, if I draw here one chlorine, one substitute, the chlorine, then the name should be chlorocyclohexane. Okay, chlorocyclohexane. Then if the same diagram, it should be like this, and if I draw here one OH group, alcoholic group, nothing but OH means nothing but alcoholic group, then the name should be cyclohexanol. OL is the suffix here, cyclohexanol here. Right, let's see some examples of this basing upon these 3 what we have learnt up to now, the complete condensed formulae and the bond line structural formulae, polygon formulae. Basing upon these 3, now we are going to draw some examples, then you have to understand very clearly. Expand each one of the following condensed formulae into their complete structural formulae. Right, they have given some condensed formulae, and these condensed formulae you need to change into the complete structural formulae. Let's see the first one, option A, HO, CH2, CH2, NH2. Right, here first one CH2, then you should write like this, CH2, here one CH2, NH2, and here H and O. This is complete structural formula, and here it is condensed formula. This is complete structural formula and this is condensed formula. Let's see the next one. CH3, CH2, twice OH. Okay, I'm going to draw a complete structural formula for this CH3. So here 3 hydrogens, right, and here you can see CH2 3 times. Okay, then C H2, here 1, like this. CH2, 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 here O and H, right. This is complete structural formula for this compound. And the next one is CH3, CH2, CO, CH2, CH3. Okay, for this also you need to write the structural formula, complete structural formula. First one CH3. So for this, like this, CH3 you need to write, and 1 CH2 and CO, here CO, so you should write like this, C double bond O, again 1 CH2, so upward 1 H and downward also 1 H, here single bond CH3. Okay, like this you can write the complete structural formula. Now let's see the next one, next compound, what they have given here. CH3, CH, double bond CH, again CH2, twice CH3. First CH3, CH. Then CH3 obviously like this at the terminal position, CH3, 1 CH, triple bond, another CH, now CH2, again CH2, CH2 3 times, now CH3. Yes, and this is the next complete structural formula for this condensed structural formula. Let's see the next example. For each of the following compounds, write a condensed formula and also their bond line formula. Okay, this is the question. And what we have, option A, CH3, CH, CH2OH and CH3 here. And this is condensed formula. We need to write, this is completely the explained, the complete structural formula. Basing upon this, you need to write the condensed structural formula for this. CH3, how many CH3 groups are there here? 2. So you need to write simply 2, then CH, CH2OH, right. Simply you can write like that. And next one I'm going to do, here see, 1 CH3 group and CH2, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CH2 groups are there. So 1 CH3 and CH2, 5 here. So CH, Br, CH2, CHO. This is condensed structural formula from complete structural formula. And the next one is HO. Only one HO. CH2 groups are 3 here. So 3. Again CH, CH3. Okay. CH. This CH3. So twice. You can write like that. And the next one is CN. Simply this condensed formula is HO, CH, CN twice. Okay, here CN and here CN. So you need to write like this 2 times. And basing upon this, you can draw the bond line formula for this bond line formula. So you can observe very clearly, students. Here CH3, 2, CH, CH2, OH. So 1, 2, here if I write OH, and here 1 CH3, here 1 CH3, like this here. So here at the corners one carbon is located already. Here dash line representation, and here one carbon and CH3 twice. So at the corners CH3, and the final structure is, that is bond line structure should be like this, 1 2 3, here OH, right? And we shall go for next one, CH3, one CH3, so like this, and CH2 5, so 1 2 3 4 and 5. Here one bromine and CHBr, again CH2, so here CH2 and CHO, so here one carbon, then here double bond O, then H, right? This is the representation of the second one. Here one CH3 group is located here, and 1 2 3 4 5 CH2s, and here one CH, here Br, here again CH2, here only one carbon and double bond O and H, right? And we shall go for next one. Already one HO is located here, HO, right? Like this. This is CH2, here, then here and here. These are CH3s. Why? Because here HO, CH2, CH2, here only CH. Okay, and here again another one CH3 group, here one CH, CH3 twice. This representation you have to draw like this also, one HO and here one carbon, so this is the carbon, here two hydrogens, and like this I am going to draw at the adjacent, I mean at the terminal positions only one CH3 methyl groups are located, right? I am going to do for the next one, HO, already one HO is located here, and like this CNs are 2 here, so here one CN and here one CN. CH means here one carbon, so this structure I am going to draw like this. So here one carbon is located, this is CN group and this is CN group, here one H is located. So this is the structure. Okay students, just we can recall what we have learnt in this today's session about structural representation of organic compounds in that complete and condensed formulae, and the bond line structural formulae and polygon formulae. And in the first one, complete and condensed formulae, for basing upon the formulae ethane and ethene and ethyne, here alkane group, alkene group also I have discussed with you. And dear students, next one is bond line structural formulae. Basing upon bond line structural formulae, how can we write this 3-methyl octane group, and where the CH3 group is located and where CH2 is located also explained in this class. And the next one is pentagon formulae basing upon cyclic compounds, here where the carbon is located here, cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane. If for the cyclohexane, if any substitute is located, and for them what we can call them also explain to you, and basing upon them two problems I have explained to you, and expand the formula from the complete structure to condensed state and condensed to complete. I explained like this. And the next one, next question also basing upon this condensed formula, also bond line formula I've explained to you. Okay students, if you understand this class, you can convey your doubts and you can share to your friends. You can convey your doubts and your opinion also in the comment section. You can subscribe to my channel for my further updates. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.